EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already here, they'll audible to something else. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Patrick going to change the play. Here's Pacheco once again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they'll change things up. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. Quickly complete out wide. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Kansas City. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And their first down on the Chiefs. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Gray. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
They talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. They'll run here with Pacheco. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And now they'll shift things around.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 5-yard line.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Once more, it's Pacheco. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score, Chiefs 21, Steelers nothing.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, Swift. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenneth Murray, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Mahomes going to change things up. Mahomes to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now they'll audible to something else. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 11. Pickett sets up play action. He's going to air one out. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
At the 39-yard line.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Pacheco. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Kansas City.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. 55 yards on the ground for him so far. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And now here is another interception. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the 2nd half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenges. This series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a...
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, 57, 57.
Swear I'm leaving the city. We'll be on the school.
Hey, 57.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point. And now here's another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
24-yard gain on the play.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great.
Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Back to throw. Pickett. Open man. That's the tight end flyer move. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Now he's free to midfield. Down the right sideline.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin,
82 yards.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time. Back now in Pittsburgh.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To the air on first down with Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Pickett.
At the 22-yard line.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down. Looking to throw. Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they had just picked. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Patrick going to change the play. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Gets past one man. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring here, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes is going to loft one deep over the middle. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Right back to Swift again on second down. Now he's free at the 35. DeAndre Swift. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point now by Boswell. And now an audible here into something else. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And even 100 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Turn it up, fellas, turn it up.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can